And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Like 20.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Cut! 180!
A shotgun snap for gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. So they get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
65!
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Hit it. Greystone travel. Let's get it. Hey, high 7. Come. 6-6.
Throwing Jones. Got a man, Slayton. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go. He's checking. Crash. Go. Check. Hey, seam 6. Let's go.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Past the 20. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 49 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play.
Pilot, 64, win. Kill.
Now Jones. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now Saquon Barkley. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
That's a jet sweep. The football to Woods. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play that time for the Rams. 68 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Next to score, Rams 7, Giants 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
SOS.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Jones looking deep down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that 2nd play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shit. 29 is the Mike 29. Here we go, D.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
61. Match box.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
You got 3. 3 down. Hey, Charlie. Here we go.
Goff now looking to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
To throw on third down, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
A big 30-yard play on third. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And England holds it in. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Throwing on second down. Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Goff throwing again. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
I got it. We're good. We're good. Good.
The final shot before break here. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Set 50, plant. 41 Mike. Protein spill. Hey, Haywood. 41. We got to wedge that, huh? Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw. Jones, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. The rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, there to knock that away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Rosa's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Goff now looks to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On second and 12, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 49. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. This is Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now on second and 16, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A 1st down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Jones on 3rd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 41 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Giants 36, Rams 14.
We got 3. We got 3.
On 1st down, gone. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
That's mine. 29 is the mic. Mike 29.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Complete to Kelly. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, gone. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles. And I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. And Rosas puts this one through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Steps away to his left. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now it's gone. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he's able to get it out of there. And this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 30 base. Stay with your man. Ready.
On 1st down, Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 yards and a giant first down. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and shedding through the tackle. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Goldman, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for him.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Check. Fresno.
They'll go to Barkley again. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appered to be a case of see ball, get ball.
6-6, pull it high.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Protein spill. Let's see what you got. Check 43. No.
Jones now operating from the gun. And he fires one, but incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because You're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 10. Goff again. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 25. You go tight. You got tight. Value 3. Value 3.
Here's Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again. Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You got 3 down.
One last throw here for Goff. They'll roll him out right. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A big offensive explosion.